that spending, and so many of us want our program.
Oh, absolutely.
So I hate to, I think which is good, but I hate to just complain about it, but I thought about this the other day. You know, right now, why not this year? Why couldn't we cut those taxes this year?
We can't.
I mean, it was day two. Governor Hutchinson went to the legislature day two joint session and said, we're gonna have a task force. Their recommendation is not due until September of 2018. Which means that we won't even get to see what the legislation is until December of 2018. We won't see the law won't pass until 2019 of January. And that dawned on me. Republicans took control of things down here in 2010. They really took control of things in 2014. And I know they had a Democrat governor. But are we really going to get, basically it took a decade to actually have actual reform? That's crazy. Now, I mean, I know the government moves slow, but you know, they have super majorities down here, and it's going to basically take them 10 years. And I don't even trust them. I don't even trust that they're actually going to do anything.
We'd have a good looking license plate.
Yeah, but there you go.
I see the committee is kicking it down the road, you know, and putting it after the next election.
The legislature's in session right now. This should be taken up right now.
Well, but it was all shut down, and no one said anything. The only person in the state that holds office that actually talks about real reform is Tim Griffin.
Amen.
And he actually talks about how hard it would be, but that you got to start with a blank sheet of paper. I mean, he's the only one that'll actually mention it.
So what's the solution?
Well, our plan is to get Tim in next week and the following.
Yeah, primary the governor for one thing.
I have
Well, that's
four
not gonna
neighbors. They all have a lot of money. And they have bought properties,
Martin got more
expensive
votes.
properties down in Florida. And the only reason they kept their big home here. The only reason they've done that is because there's zero income tax. They live there 183 days, they vote down there, they have license plates down there, and that's all they had to do.
Well, Huckabee did that himself.
Huckabee's down there, he's not one of my four. He didn't live very far from me. He'll be five that I know. And that's it, that's this year plus Huckabee.
What? Yeah, I'm done.
We found a lobbyist
Zero
yet?
income tax.
Do we?
Did we find a
lots of
lobbyist
Have we
yet?
found the
You know
lobbyist?
what I'm asking about?
You've got property,
You don't
you
I
license your car there.
don't. We were
Go
gonna
buy it.
find a lobbyist.
I
for
suggested to our local Tea Party the other day that it seems that the only thing that the legislature listens to is lobbyists. So why can't we find a lobbyist for this set of beliefs and lobby it?
Have somebody file as a
Is there-
lobbyist.
I'm dead serious, people, I'm not kidding.
Is there
I'm
a
as serious as
conservative
hard as that.
lobbyist that, I mean, I saw Representative Clark walking around.
Smaller
I guess he's a
government, lower
lobbyist now.
taxes, cut spending.
Well,
Is there
he's
one in
still,
the
he's
house? Is
still
there a
on
lobbyist like that in the house?
Is
Who?
it
I'm
Clark?
serious.
Alan Clark?
No.
Oh,
Every time he
Remember
popped up,
Dr.
there's-
Clark from up
oh, yeah.
Yazoo City or someplace?
Yeah.
I think the question is, no one, you know,
Let's do it. See what-
we don't want anything from government. That's what we're doing. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Everybody down here
Want something.
wants something. And so those lobbyists are just easier to come by, you know? I mean, the people that don't want anything from government, I mean, you know, we're battling, like Paul said, everybody has their own self-interest. I mean, we're battling human nature,
Right.
you know?
And I think there's a lobbyist that he and Jeremy bought the Packet House and turned it into a private lobby
Yes.
dinner place, right?
So the government paid for that
Well,
for the fourth time?
In a way, we do have lobbyists that lobby for us. We got Conduit, Advanced Arkansas Institute, AFP.
Not really.
Not really, and the only reason
Well,
I'm arguing is they are pushing their policy
They got
points,
their
and those
policy
are great
points,
policy points, but
but
I'm
they do
talking about
lobby,
limited
but you're talking
government,
about a
cut
true
spending,
lobbyist.
use the tax money wisely.
I think the best thing you can do is take names, when election time comes along, write it out, go stealth.
Well, mine is kind of it's on the money part. President Trump said it's up to the states to decide on the bathroom bill.
Not great.
And the bathroom bill is all about this. They don't want, he said, the governor has said he does not want a bathroom bill on his desk. And that we don't have that problem, we've never had that problem. He doesn't know that, we have had that problem. People just don't go to the governor and tell him, I've had this to happen to me. And it's all about money, because he's afraid that people, just like the Carolinas, he's afraid the business. Yeah, he's afraid that the business will come here. Well, let me tell you
Which,
what.
by the way, that was fun. I got great man on the street interviews
We
that day.
have to depend on a business to infringe upon our little girls and the women in the women's bathroom and our little boys, then we don't want that business, and I don't care how much money we
Walk
bring
the talk,
in.
it's just like that.
We just have got to get onto him that there is an issue here. And there have been issues in Arkansas. He just doesn't know it. And what we need to do is tell our neighbors and tell our people that we know that you won't, and Senator Stubblefield does have a bill in the law about that. But what we need to understand is this is very important to our state, that we are willing to give up a business and businesses to protect our little girls. You know, one of the hardest things in the world for a little girl is to go into the bathroom, and sometimes they're just with their daddy. So they gotta go in the bathroom by themselves, who have already been molested, and they come in a little bit intimidated as it is, and then have some man in there exposing himself. And then she has to go through this again. And I just don't think his feelings are where they should be with our little girls and the women, and his is on the money, which seems to be the whole thing about his governing is the money. I understand he's got budgets and he has things he has to come together and have money, but not at the expense of our little
Did you
girls.
see the report